Love, love, love. I'm your good friend Mac. This is Aslam's Way. And remember, I'm not going to ask you to like. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe. I'm going to just ask you to share with a friend and share with a friend. You know I got to get out here on these YouTube streams, downloading to the Matrix. Now, today we got a big one. I mean, this thing is a behemoth. We about to talk about my good guy, my favorite artist, Mr. Kanye West, Mr. Yeezy himself. Now, this man has had a wild career, and to say he is a genius is an absolute understatement. He's something different. He's honestly something that we've never seen before. He's a weirdo. It's like, no, we see those all the time. Now, but at the end of the day, I really believe he is super unique, from his upbringing to his childhood to his marriage to his children to his music to his fashion to everything that he does that is art. Everything is unique. Everything is specifically him. And I don't really believe in my heart he draws off of any inspiration that comes from this world. I think he is 100% out there. I do have some friends who have worked with him in production before. I've also had some friends who have danced with him on tour. And having the opportunity to spend some time and speak with him, I mean, they validate all my claims if you want to believe what I'm saying. But I really want to talk to you about this Donda album. Now, we've been hearing about Donda for maybe 4 or 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. Donda was actually supposed to be released, if you remember or not, before Jesus is King. But we got Jesus is King instead, and I'm not going to lie to you, it's one of my favorite albums of all time. The production could be a little bit tighter on that thing, but, I mean, you can't argue with an album called Jesus is King, now can you? Alright now, alright. One of the main things that I'm really excited about this album is that how he manipulated everybody. I mean, he just manipulated everybody. I mean, social media, regular legacy media outlets, fans, the record label. I mean, he just, if you really look at everything that he's done leading up to this album, this was the most massive, elaborate rollout, and it definitely didn't go off without a hitch. I mean, he's got at least 2, maybe 3 artists who are super pissed at him, even one that wants to fight him, but we definitely going to get into that too. But first, we need to talk about this this track list. I mean, because this track list reads more like a it reads like old discography, you know what I mean? Like old discography. Like, that's what it reads like. Just it's look how long it is. It's 27 tracks. He's got tracks with Jay-Z, Playboi Carti. Of course, he's got Vori in there. Vori's on 2 tracks. Kid Cudi. He's got another one with Conway the Machine. I haven't heard from him in I can't think years. Chris Brown. And Chris Brown was one of the people that was mad at him. Called him a hoe. I mean, he called him a hoe. But when you're dealing with Kanye, the unexpected is to absolutely be expected. He's got another one with Pop Smoke. He's got another one with Roddy Ricch. And he's got some gospel sprinkled in here with Sunday Service. And he's got the baby in here as well, Ty Dolla $ign. Now listen, this album is basically the big boss at the end of all the video games and movies you've ever seen. This album, I've had the opportunity to listen to it. It's like a culmination. It's like Jesus is King mixed with Ye, mixed with My Dark Twisted Fantasy, and with a sprinkle of College Dropout in there. Now, he's absolutely rapping on this. I mean, is he making noises? Maybe 1 or 2 songs he's making some wild Scooby Poop noises. But other than that, the man is rapping. I mean, he's not playing around. Again, sometimes pain brings out the greatest in all of us, and we know he's experienced some pain over the last 2 years. And so I just think that, you know, he was in Wyoming going out of his mind. Now, he did promise us that he wouldn't do any more secular music. He was only doing gospel from now on. But if the Lord forgives, so can I, because my oh my, this is a great album. I want to play it for y'all, but I'll get a copyright strike, and I just can't afford that. You understand what I'm saying? But besides that, one of the main things that really happened surrounding the album was the release parties. Now, with these release parties, he did something that no one had ever did before. He basically rented out a stadium and turned them into the concert. Now, on the last one, it was a real concert. He had recreated his childhood home. He set himself on fire. He got remarried to his wife. We'll get to that. But on the first one, he just was running around the stage and basically talking to himself. I mean, he had on this like red condom. I don't know. I mean, the man's, he's different. When you're worth $1.8 billion with a B, you really can do whatever you want to do. I mean, he had that, article in Forbes that he had fought for months and months, and honestly, they took a shot at him in that article big time, but he didn't care because he wanted to be in it. So he released all his financial information at the time. He was saying he was worth $3 billion, but they were saying he was worth 1.3. I mean, listen, from where I stand, $1 billion is $1 billion. If it got to be behind it, then it got to be behind it, and you're a billionaire. So 1.3, 1.8, I'm not here to argue. I mean, clearly he is what the old folks say, touched. He definitely touched. But if being touched get me to 1.8, $1.3 billion, I want to be extra touched. I want to be touched too. I want to act crazy. I want to set myself on fire. I want to say Jesus is king. Hey, listen, I named my kids, he named his kids north, south, east, and west. I named my kids 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? I'm with the shits too. We can do it together. I want to be a billionaire. I got some designs for Adidas, Nikes, or Reeboks. Whoever want to get these designs, I got these designs for you, but I can't be mad at the man. Now, his numbers are crazy right now. His numbers are absolutely outrageous right now. He's doing huge numbers, and I'm going to let you listen to Angela, and she going to tell you what I'm already trying to tell you.
Club.
Well, let's talk Kanye's 10th studio album, Donda. Over 60 million streams in the U.S. on Apple Music in the first 24 hours. It set a 2021 record for the streaming service, and it was the third highest total ever in that span. It also was number one and topped a record 152 countries on Apple Music's album charts in its first 24 hours. And it occupied 19 of the top 20 spots on its daily top 100 global songs chart. So
all the hype worked, all the anticipation worked, all the listening parties and the pushbacks and everything else worked.
On Spotify, it got more than 94 million worldwide streams, the second most all-time ever for Spotify. So congratulations.
I didn't think he was going to have no trouble
now, there was
going
a lot
one.
of drama, as you know. And one of the things that happened was Souljaboy was upset that he was removed from the album. The verse that...
So, all the hype worked. The man must know something that we don't know. He definitely doing things differently, and it's working out. It's paying off. Like, you can't beat this. They're saying that he made probably close to $12 million off of all 3 listening parties. That's not bad. I mean, you think most cats is begging niggas to come to their listening party. Niggas are paying between $40 and $100, $200 just to get in his listening party. Then they're paying $300 for a bulletproof vest at his listening party, paying $150 for a t-shirt. So, I mean, is he a marketing king? Absolutely. It's undeniable. So, whenever he drops a collab with Gap or with Adidas, it's always going to hit. It's always going to spark. People are paying $900 for jackets that are not going to be released till next summer, but they winter jackets. So, I mean, can you beat the man? Absolutely not. You cannot beat him. But one of the things that Charlemagne just mentioned was all the hype worked. And the hype worked because he knew how to draw it out. He knew how to play it out. He knew how to make sure that he stayed relevant. And at the end of the day, an artist like Kanye is always going to be relevant because he remains innovative. And he's never stagnant. He's always looking to one-up himself in his own craft. And the only rival I've ever truly seen him have is Drake. Now, I do absolutely believe he was trying to save his album for Certified Lover Boy's release date, which is this Friday. I think that's what he really, really wanted. And his album probably did get leaked. And I'll tell you what, I think the studio was really tired of his crap. He released a tweet earlier, and basically in the tweet he was saying that he ain't do it. He says Universal put my album out without my approval and they blocked Gel 2 from being on the album. Now this was the big thing on social media with the baby and everything, and his manager as well, saying that Kanye was capping. A couple people said Kanye was capping. Chris Brown said Kanye was capping too. Souljaboy said Kanye was capping, but Souljaboy on a different level. Souljaboy want to fight this guy. He real man. He want to fight. What I can't understand, right, is we'll get back to them calling him a hoe, because if you're not fighting, you're not fighting. Souljaboy is the only one who said, hey, listen, I want to fight you. He went on a rant. He went on a rant on IG Live. He do his rants. But what I like about Souljaboy is he believe it in his heart. That's what he believe in his heart, and he stand by it. They don't make him like that no more. Like, listen to this man's rant. You gotta listen.
Kanye, you got me fucked up, nigga. Don't never get to calling my phone talking about do no song, do no verse, pussy ass niggas, and get to taking the shit out your first. Nigga, you could have called me lame ass nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga? Hold on, man. I'm finna screenshot this shit. We finna pull the text messages up. We finna go through the whole thing. Cause Kanye, boy, you lame as fuck, nigga. I'm busy, nigga. I got my own shit popping, lame ass nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga? Puss ass nigga. Nigga, oh, she make it clap, #1 song in the world, nigga. I'm Ricky Morty, #1 song in the world. Bitch ass nigga, stop calling me, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga? Nigga wasn't even worried about no fucking Kanye. Lame ass, weird ass nigga. Hey. Fuck you talking about, nigga? You a bitch, nigga. You a hoe, nigga. Fuck you talking about, lame ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga. Lame ass nigga. Nobody give a fuck about none of that shit, boy. You get to call on my phone, bitch ass nigga. I don't even know you, bro.
He do this for about 10 minutes straight. So he just say the same thing over and over and over again. Then he talk about fighting him. But listen, I want you guys to understand this about Kanye, about Donda. This album is his mother's namesake. So you already knew from the very beginning that this album was going to take a lot of time because it had a different meaning for him. That's number one. Number two is he's in a different place in his life. He's no longer the struggling artist who's vying for attention or approval. He's in a totally different realm. And right now he's more focused on legacy pieces and his name living on. And that's really what he's focused about. Because for him, music is the least amount of money that he makes, and that's what's really important, that you really kind of understand. Like, this almost a love project, a passion project. Like, he off the tour and stuff, the tour, he made 10-12 million. That was good. Merch, he made about another 3 million. That was good. But he could release a line with Gap and do that in a couple hours. So there literally is no comparison, and most of his wealth now comes from his Yeezy deal with Adidas, and that's a deal that's basically printing money at this point. I'm not gonna lie to you, I got 3 pair of Yeezys. I'm always looking for another pair of Yeezys. I love them. I think they're the most comfortable dad shoes on the planet. I think they built for dads who work hard all day and want to be in light sneakers. And I love the colors. I think they're crazy. He's got flip-flops that are basically 3D printed foam. They probably cost $3 to make. They resell for $200. The way he has built this thing up, he's just printing money at this point. So music is honestly unnecessary for him to build any wealth. Especially the way the splits are when it comes to the album, and streaming, publishing, sample rights, clearances, getting features on the track. Like, his deal is a little bit better than other people's, but he's not making the money that he should make, based on how big he is. You remember last year he dumped his contract. Like, yo, let me tell you something. His contract, on one of the pages of his contract, it literally says that the contract itself is an NDA, and it's like basically never to be put out, or he could be sued. He's so wild. He took pictures of it and dumped it on Twitter. You can't go up against a guy who does stuff like that. He got on stage and said Jay-Z was trying to kill him, and that he had sent goons to kill him, and then he said he loved Jay-Z. Then he said after he leaked his contract that Jay-Z had sold all the rights to his music to get his rights back for his music. So Jay-Z had sold Kanye's rights to his music to get, his own rights back to his music. This is just what he puts out. You can't go up against a cat like that. When I say he's fearless because he's crazy, and when you're crazy, what you scared of? I mean, I do believe, on a serious note, the man is battling demons, to say the least, but who isn't? So if you can turn it into art and turn it into money and use that to feed your family and your children and your children's children and your children's children's children, then by all means do what you got to do, and enjoy yourself in the meantime. One of the main things that I think is interesting, besides the Souljaboy, besides the Chris Brown, besides the Drake issue and the Jay-Z issue, is that when you actually take time to listen to this album, it is psychedelic to say the least. Like, you go from basically hardcore rap to R&B to some 808s and heartbreak to just sound like you're in the midst of living and dying, something that you would see in maybe like a movie, like if you mixed Legacy of Tron with Chronicles of Narnia. I don't know, you gotta spend time and listen to it. It's definitely not an album you could just listen to and pass, and you gotta sit and basically use up 2 hours of your life and just listen to it, and so you can pick out the tracks that really fit you, fit the vibe, or type time that you on, and go from there. Because I think personally that there's something on this album for everyone. My favorite song on the album is No Child Left Behind. This was the song that initially the world got introduced to with Shikari, the track star, former track star. Well, should be a track star again. That girl's alright. She'll be fine. She just need a little bit of love. She need better camp. But we got to see it in her little commercial. And again, you can't hear it, but she got the little Beats headphones on and everything, and you hear No Child. I just like it because I love the lyrics. This was a song that he played at the end of one of the shows, and his wife, ex-wife, we don't know. I don't think they're getting no divorce. I can't even think of a person that would really live up to, I guess, the shoes that he left in the house, because I'm sure he's still stopping by. I promise you, he's still stopping by. But listen, you guys got to take a look at just some clips from the last show. I'm gonna show you the first show so I can show you how mad I would be if I went to the first show and then the third show came out, he did all this. But let's take a look. I mean, the production is crazy. So everybody's getting a check. Stadium's getting a check. Apple Music's getting a check. Everybody's eating. Boy, that boy is good. That boy is a genius. I'm not going to say sacrilegious is the word that comes to mind. I don't want to say that some of the things were sacrilegious. I don't want to say that specifically. Some of that stuff was borderline. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I saw Marilyn Manson, I was real uncomfortable. I mean, he could have brought out Kirk or something. He bring out Marilyn. Where you even find him at? Where is he at? I thought he'd be somewhere with Lil Nas X. Hey, but listen. Then he flying, he floating, he going up to heaven. I mean, this is why everybody want to go to heaven without doing the work. It was an excellent tribute to his mother. It definitely was a fantastic tribute to his mother. One of the other things that we'll see is right here. This scene was, I'm still trying to wrap my head around. I've maybe seen it 4 or 5 times, and he just set himself on fire. It's not a stunt double. It's really Kanye on fire, walking around. And I'm pretty sure he did that multiple times while he was rehearsing, because he strikes me as the type of person who wants to feel that sensation, right? The sensation of being right there on the edge and then coming back. I believe that's who he is as a person. And so I believe he definitely set himself on fire multiple times. Just to feel it, to see what it would feel like to feel the pressure of the heat. He's a weirdo. But I love him, man. God knows I love this boy, man. He crazy as a bed bug. And then at the end of the show, you know, he playing my favorite song again. You gotta go check it out. You can't hear it. I'm gonna just let you see the visuals. But his wife is in a white gown. You know, she done told the news outlets that she's not doing, you know, she's not changing her last name. That's what she told the news outlets. She's not changing her last name. She wants to keep Westside as her last name. Nobody has details on a divorce, and these are 2 of the, you know, biggest figures in America, and TMZ don't have no details. Like, listen, 2 + 2 = 4. You know, when it start equaling 5, then I gotta look at you kind of sideways. And I don't think they get no divorce. I'm not gonna say it was a publicity stunt, but at the end of the day, like, she had all his shows loving on him. She marrying him for his low protection. Like, hey, listen, y'all ain't gonna pull the wool over my eyes and piss on me and tell me it's raining, okay? It's not gonna happen, all right? But I'm gonna show you the video from the very first listening party, or the start to his three city tour, and it's wild. Look at this. It's just him. It's just him walking around an empty stage. This how good he is. This is how good he is. He got y'all. It's just him walking around an empty stage, and they was paying $40, $50, $60, $100 to get in there and listen. It was a standing room. Ain't nobody have on no mask. Everybody got COVID. It's a pandemic, y'all. It's a pandemic. But one of the biggest things is, at the end of the day, his numbers are rock solid. He's already charting. We knew he was going to chart. That never was a question. He's been canceled 3, 4, 5 times, and then, you know, his sneakers sell out or his jacket sells out. So is he really canceled? Cancel culture is fake. I'm gonna say it. It's fake. It's nonsense. Usually the people who are canceling are people who didn't support you from the beginning. But I really want to impress upon you that Kanye different. He definitely need prayer, as we all do. And his album is absolutely worth a listen. Even if you just listen to it once, listen to it all the way through, and try to wrap your head around the madness that is Kanye. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I mean, there's a reason why he's had staying power all these years, and that's not just because he was a good friend of Trump's, and him and his wife got all those people out of jail using celebrity power. I ain't never seen nothing like that in all my life, but I ain't mad at it. They got a lot of black folks home though. But listen, I will wrap this thing up. Let me know down in the comments if you have listened, or if you're going to listen, which track is your favorite? Which one did you skip over? If you hate it, or if you just hate him, if you think he's a madman, whatnot. Let me know how you feel. Troll me if you want to. I enjoy a good troll. I like a good laugh. These are absolutely my thoughts. I apologize that this thing was all over the place, but what can you do when you're with friends? I'm your good friend Mac. This is As Lamb's Way. Share with a friend to share with a friend. I've got content coming to you every single day, so keep tuned in.